My name is Scott Lokers. I'm part of the Regional Synod team and here today with John Messer, the Regional Executive for our Regional Synod. And we want to talk to you about something we believe is very important. It's the Vision 2020 process. Was born out of General Synod and some information that was presented this year at this year's General Synod, and even more importantly, information and a decision that will be made at the General Synod of 2020. So John is part of the Vision 2020 group. And John, just tell us a little bit about that process and where you are right now and what would be important for people, congregational leaders and members to know.
Well, the Vision 2020 process grew out of interim General Secretary Don Poost's recommendation at General Synod 2018. And he recommended that we form this group to look at three possible scenarios. One would be doing nothing, basically staying the same. Second would be a radical restructuring of the denomination or reconstituting the denomination. In other words, restructure how we do our work and how we make decisions in leadership in order to be able to work together. And then the third option would be, if we couldn't do the other two, then it would be grace-filled separation. So for the last year, the Vision 2020 team has been looking at those possible scenarios, writing the scenarios, working on the implications. What would that mean for us? What would we have to do? And then at General Synod 2019, we presented those to the delegates, and most of the work at General Synod 2019 was delegates examining those scenarios, asking questions, thinking, being informed about what those three scenarios actually would mean. So that by the time we come back in 2020, when it's time to actually make a decision, they'll make a decision based on understanding what the three options are. There will have been time to talk about those scenarios with congregations and leaders at every level. And so hopefully it will be the best decision that we can make in 2020. So that's what we've been doing.
And our sense of this is there are some people in congregations that know a lot about this and have been following this process, and there are some people that really don't know much about this process or what's been happening. So this video is an attempt to try to get some information out there. And what are some of the resources that are available? If people want to know more, want to be part of this conversation, what are some of those resources?
The Vision 2020 team has created a lot of resources, and you'll find most of the resources are available on rca.org/Vision 2020. For example, there's a discussion guide that you can use at the congregational level. You can use it at any level. You can use it for yourself if you just want to be able to think through, well, what do we need to think about for these scenarios? And there's a lot more information about these scenarios on that website. So do check that out, and there will be more resources coming very shortly to help you, because basically from this General Synod to next General Synod, the entire year is really devoted to being informed about what the options are so that we can think through, pray through, discern what is the option we should choose, because June of 2020, when that decision is made, we have things that we've got to do. So check out rca.org/Vision 2020.
And at the regional level, we want to provide some opportunities as well. So we have some events that will be happening at the Classis level where anyone can come and be part of that conversation. And we have a day set aside at the regional level, which is November 9, a Saturday, where, again, anyone can come and be part of that conversation. Anything you want to say about those events?
In order to provide more opportunities to provide the information that you need in order to lead a decision-making process, to discern, we want to have as many opportunities as possible. So the November 9th is more of a formal presentation and engagement with Jim Herrington, who is one of the facilitators for the Vision 2020 process. He will be in Grand Rapids area, but that's an opportunity to engage in kind of a formal process where we go through this in a very orderly fashion. The Classis level discussions, we'll have one in each Classis area, is a very informal discussion where it's really about giving you the information, asking questions, and so really encourage you to make use of those opportunities to learn more, to get your questions asked, and give input. We need input from you so we know what you're thinking, what your needs are, where we need to put more effort and where we need to put less effort.
And of course, our team is available in terms of any way we can help in this process.
Yes.
And we'd ask you to become involved if you've not already been involved, and to pray as we think about this, because it's really about the future of the Reformed Church in America.
It really is. I don't want to overstate it, but it's looking down the line, June of 2020, when a decision is made by that General Synod, every congregation is going to have to make a decision. Are we going to follow the decision that has been made, or are we not? That's the first decision. And depending on what that decision is, it's going to have a big impact on the congregation. And congregational leaders need to be ready for that. You don't want to get caught unaware. You don't want it to hit you, out of left field. So being more aware is going to be a healthier approach. So that's really what we're trying to do here.
John, thanks for sharing all of that with us. Thanks for your work, the Vision 2020 team, and to all of those team members. That really matters. And again, we want you to know we're here to try to help in this process. So you can check out the website, rca.org/Vision 2020, or if there's any way we can help at the regional level, contact our office. We'll be glad to do what we can. Thank you.